Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tony, this is the 15-Minute Gamer, and today I'm going to give you my impressions of Operation Valor. This is a tactical top-down multiplayer shooter that provides large-scale combined arms combat through base building and teamwork. The best way to describe it is squad if it was top-down, or if you've ever checked out Foxhole, it's basically that. I've been looking forward to this game for a while. I've applied for a few of the play tests I got in, but I didn't really have the time to check them out. So yeah, this has been on my radar for a long time. Before we get into it though, don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, drop it a like, subscribe for more content, and most importantly, get in the comments and let me know what you think. Are you checking this game out? Do you fancy it? Are you going to wishlist it or whatever? Anyway, let's get on with it. So what are you getting for your $15? Well, you're getting one game mode called Frontlines. It's basically a like capturing objectives, tug of war style gameplay. So, you go on one side A, B, C, the other enemy go E, D, C. And then you kind of meet in the middle at C. Is basically how it works almost every single time. There must be captured in sequence before you can move on to the next one. There's a kill house, which is against bots, and it's like kind of like you can practice and hone your skills. And there's a small but pretty good tutorial. It teaches you everything you need to know. It's actually really good. And that's it. That's all you get for your $15. It's pretty poor for the amount of content that's in here. It's just not enough. There are 7 classes to choose from. So, there's like rifleman, there's demolition, medic, squad leader, the usual. And you can only select what is available. So, you can't have 7 riflemen or 7 demolitions. You kind of have to have 1 or 2 of each. So you can only have like 1 squad leader, for example. There's a grand total of 3 maps. The map design isn't too bad, I wouldn't say, but they're super bland. The interiors are empty. Like, there's just nothing in them at all. There's no furniture. Like point B, I think it is on one of the maps. There's like a prison or a police station. I presume it's because of cells, but there's nothing in there. Like, I would like to see, you want to see like, I don't know, bullet holes in the walls or furniture or desks, and there's nothing. A lot of the buildings you can't even go in. And this game needs way more verticality. Way more. I would like to see, like if you're on top of a building, being able to shoot down. You can place like little like structures, like pillboxes and stuff like that, in like forward operation bases. They look okay. They're not too bad, and they're a bit more detailed. There's also no map destruction or anything like that I've seen. Again, I think that could have been quite good, blasting your way through buildings or whatever. Matches take 40 to 45 minutes on average, which for me is 10 to 15 minutes too long. With this only one game mode, this kind of like tug of war, it's just basically point C is just constantly fought over. And you run to C, die, run to C, die. And you do this over and over again. It gets quite boring quite quickly. Sometimes there is some good firefights in there, but generally A and B and E and D just stay captured by the team. And because nobody can get C, it just stays like that for the full 45 minutes. It is PvE, which means there is bots in the game. The bots fill out the teams, so you don't fight against them. They're well, you do, because obviously if they're on the enemy team, but yeah, they're kind of on your team. And you'll see a bot, because they'll be called like Private Chavez or something like that. They're alright, the AI is pretty decent. Again, they don't really do too much apart from run, gun, and die, but they do prove a little bit challenging. I would say they're a tad aimbotty, but apart from that, they're alright. It has voice chat, kind of like squad. So if you're squad lead, you can talk to the other squad leaders, and you can talk to your team or your squad and stuff like that, which is really nice to see. It works really well. It sounds good. It's clear, because communication in this sort of game is just key. Sound and graphics are pretty decent. You can see the difference between the good guys and the bad guys, which is really good. They're really clear. However, I wouldn't say there's a load of detail here. There's some nice effects, when like bullets are hitting off the wall, you can see where the bullets are and you can run away from them quickly. They look quite nice. But I wouldn't say like the soldiers are massively detailed. The vehicles look all right. As I said, map design, there's nothing in it. They're quite boring in the world once you get inside buildings. Sound design does post you in the right direction towards the action, which is really good to see. But there's not very many ambient sounds, like when you're running from point to point. It can sound a bit quiet and dull and nothing really happening. I would like to see that way improved. But, so now on to the game's biggest issue. And it's hard to talk about because I don't like to hate on games or be too negative, but you know, as I'm giving my impressions or review, it's important to be impartial and cover everything. I think a lot of the positive reviews on Steam are just overlooking this whole issue. Nobody's playing this game. It's pretty much dead on arrival. There's currently 8 people playing. 8 people. Bear in mind, I was one of them. So there were 7 other people. I tried 4 games today. One took me over 5 minutes to join. I quit. I was like, I'm not waiting any longer. The next 3 had me and another bloke playing, and then someone else came on my team at some point, then left. And that was it. In a multiplayer game, which is about communication, teamwork, and squads, when you have 3 people, you have none of them things at all. This leads to a massive, massive problem. There's not many people are going to pay $15 to play against one other human with questionably okay, decent, I suppose, at a push, AI with 1 game mode and 3 maps. Nobody's going to do that. I quit all 3 matches today before the timer was up. I was just bored. I was just sick. Because the bots, the way they work, everyone was just converging on C. Nobody could capture it. I tried and just got bored. I mean, I prefer single-player games. I play single-player games all the time. There's just not enough here to keep me engaged or interested at all. This sort of game needs a strong community. It needs players. It needs backing. I mean, I don't know how many players it would need. I reckon 40 in each lobby. That'd be 20 on each team. Maybe there are 10. Maybe you could get away with 10. It's not going to get that already. You wouldn't even fill 1 team out at the moment. And I did play a couple of games on Friday when it first came out, and there was loads more people on. There was about 10 on each team. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed playing. I was really looking forward to coming back on it today and having another play. I played at 1, 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Not exactly peak times, so not exactly low player count times. And 3 people won. Like, it's just, I don't know, a game like this, which needs all that, is going to die super quick if that's all the people that are playing it. This game needs more maps, more players. Mod support, I would think, would really help to keep people engaged. It needs more modes, more vehicles. It needs to be more fun. And at the moment, because of that, I just can't recommend it. There's just not enough here at the moment. And with the super low player count, you're never going to get a really great, polished experience. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say on the matter. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.